right? Joining me on the round table tonight, Ntsiki Mazwai. What are you busy with these days?
Wow, okay. Well, I just said earlier, I just released a single last month called Kawe.
Yeah.
And it is coming from the voice of women watching all the shutdown protests.
Yes.
And I was just like, you know what, ladies, just let's actually celebrate Kawe lako. You know, and let's rebuild ourselves.
Yeah.
There's a line where I'm like, how am I scared of umlilo wephepha when I'm the whole inferno? So it's just empowering to be like, guys,
Yeah.
so like it's
So the
like
focus really being on women empowerment.
on like, guys, let's do this part now.
You feel that women were sort of taking a back seat and almost
crying too
becoming
much.
this victim themselves. So you're saying break out of that
I'm saying break
and
out
do
of
something.
that. I'm saying break. Let's start doing the you know. So that's basically what power is about, and I'm just moving around and trying to spread that movement of what are you proud of about yourselves? Because even in the context of Abantu Bamnyama, we've overcome so much, but we never celebrate the things that we do. I mean, even if as a woman you've been raped, you're a hero because you've survived that, and now you're still walking, and now you're still smiling after all of that, and you're still continuing. That's some heroic shit, you know? So I think that's what Kawe is about, and I'm just saying, Nali Kaweli Caesar, everybody tetela, like, rise, women.
That's amazing, because it brings in the role of music, even in the most difficult of situations. The same way that we did when we were battling apartheid. Right? You feel that maybe we have moved away from music of meaning, music that empowers.
Absolutely, because for Africa, music was part of our spirituality. That's why we have Izangoma.
Yeah.
Because we knew that for our spiritual health, that's why even for imisebenzi yethu and all our rituals, there's always going to be song and music, because that's how we heal our spirits and we go through, that's how we process what we're going through. So with the whole capitalism thing and creating celebrity, it moved away from that. So absolutely, I do agree with you that it's time for the real artists to stand up and start doing their job, so that people can
job, which is to conscientize society. You know,
absolutely,
and not just deal with the entertainment without the substance. You know, that can really take us forward. I mean, your song coming at a timely manner, because this whole issue of gender-based violence, etc., with the 16 days now, etc., often it disappears. After the 10th of December, we all go on holiday and forget. And during that holiday, that's when people are going to be beaten up again. And then we forget. What, in your view, is a sustainable way of maybe using the arts to try and solve some of these social ills, whether it be drugs, whether it be gender-based violence?
It's exactly what you're saying, using the arts. It's exactly that. I mean, I'm finding that now we're hailing alcohol ambassadors, car ambassadors, and I'm just like, guys, this was our religion. And now you've made your religion be a... You've used the force of... Because Abantu Bamnyama were the custodians of spirituality in the world. So now we're using this powerful energy to push capitalism for Abelung. So for me, it is important that we have conversations with, okay, who are our true artists and what is art? And I was hoping that we could have a longer conversation about the entertainment industry also. How does it work? And why is it that...
Get into that. We have up to midnight.
So great. We
can launch into that, because there's been a huge discussion, following the letter. There was a letter written by one of the artists, Batiswa, who complained about exploitation and so on. So all these societal ills looks like they are exaggerated in the entertainment industry. Am I right to say so? I mean, like, this is where you see it face to face, in its raw form.
Wow. Like, I was shocked, because, I mean, I've been in the industry a little bit now. I was shocked at how broke and how small... like, really, TV money. I was like, no, actually, I'd rather be an accountant. And the fact that we don't speak up about that.
Yeah, it looks like the industry has sort of almost mastered the art of exploitation.
Yes.
Of saying,
Yes.
oh, we're going to make you a celebrity.
Yes.
That's broke.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
But after all, shut up because we're publicizing you.
And if you
We're
speak up, we're
promoting.
going to tear you apart. You won't survive.
Yeah, artists who came and told me they've been blacklisted for speaking up.
Yes.
It's actually bad. Have you also been blacklisted?
But obviously, you know that.
No, I don't.
I'm always like, oh, flip. Managers always complain, no, I had to like explain that, no, you didn't mean it like that.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh gosh. So it's unfortunate that
Yeah.
we're not living in a healthy democracy where
Yes.
we should be able to speak.
Especially when you are in the arts, you are in the business of expression.
When you're a poet,
I mean, honestly,
I'm like,
how do you gag a poet? A poet? How do you gag
a poet, that's my role. My role is to unsettle society with the things I say. Then you're swearing at me and blocking me out of gigs. I'm like, what do you want from me?
This is crazy.
What?
Crazy. Hey, comment. What's happening on social media there?
Well, no one's stopped on social media. Oteng here saying that the problem is that South African men are raised by women. So they're a product of broken women. What will they do
Oh
if
my
not
God.
broken? Our society is broken. The boy child is broken. I think referring to the excuses Ntsiki spoke about earlier. Mlungisi here saying, will discussion solve this problem or is it just making it worse? And then a final tweet coming in here from Rico saying, as much as we are to blame for the abuse, women tend to be protective towards the boy child, that girl. So also a similar sentiment from the first tweet. And then Dracarius here saying, what is it that breaks men in Ntsiki Mazwai? These men are raised by single women. Let's have a conversation from both genders to take full accountability. On that note, I'm sure both have plenty to say. JJ, it's back to you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Are your people, because my people don't talk like that, are your people,
That's not my people.
Are they
They're on
blaming-
Twitter. It's black Twitter. I can't own
they're
black
blaming the broken man on
Yeah.
the single woman
Yeah.
that the man left with the
to
child?
kissing it. Yeah. Can you believe it?
that what they say?
Can you believe it? That's a shocking part, isn't it? They're saying, no, these people are broken because the woman.
Wow.
Yeah.
Can you see
You know
how
how many-
men don't want to take accountability?
There are 9 million at least, and this is an old statistics, right? 9 million youngsters who grow up with a single parent. Not because the other parent is dead. That's a separate category. The parent has run for the hills.
Yeah, born again, by
And mostly men. They don't maintain. They don't nurture. Because maintain is one thing. You know, all of us may
show up as a parent.
show up, nurture the
Show
child,
up.
right? So once there's a divorce, especially, then it's an excuse, right, to just wash your hands off of your responsibility and leave
What
the
is
woman
that?
to raise alone.
That's because they're talking about the conversation. Is it building? Can we have the conversation where a man hasn't got kelelo to understand that this is your own seed? I just don't understand
Yeah.
that part where you're just like, but this is yours.
Yeah, it's yours. You just plant the seed and leave.
How do you move forward? Like when the other men are talking about their children,
Yeah.
what's happening in your mind?
No, maybe they usually move on to another woman with another set of children.
Can you see that the men's
left.
conference is serious?
Yeah, the men's conference. Maybe we must host it once and for all here because I really.
Yeah,
Sometimes I'm also unstuck about what is our mentality, as you are saying, right? If 32% of men are involved in gender-based violence, and
It's more than 32%, guys. We see very powerful,
yeah,
but we can't speak on their behalf because, whoa, we don't have that 500,000 for defamation.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Do you still think that there is a lot of conspiracy of silence? I mean, you just go to the entertainment
Big time.
industry, right? Entertainment
Big
industry,
time.
sexual harassment seems to be like a staple diet. When you go into productions, when you go into particular big productions where the producers are powerful, they can select who they want, you know,
Industry
and they don't have to
women are
explain to anybody.
abused.
You just come to auditions. If you are not too agreeable, you are chucked out. And is this carrying on
It's
unabated
carrying on.
in your view, Or are there noises about gender-based violence, 16 days, Women's Month,
No.
slowing it down?
Guys, the industry is a disgusting, patriarchal, rotten.
It's rotten. I didn't think rotten was going to come
Wow.
up the line. Yeah, it's bad.
Wow, like, and yeah, wow. And I feel sad whenever we turn the other eye as
Yeah.
public figures when it happens within our space. I remember even with the Arthur and Cece situation,
Yeah.
nobody spoke. Everybody's just like, oh, no. And we're like, guys, we've been
Yeah.
seeing this gang chowing all his stock.
Yeah. No,
Everyone.
I think people did speak. In fact, interestingly,
No, the celebs,
Arthur
they
was
talk.
on an interview on Power FM with Bob and Tabu ahead of a 1 million man march. And they asked him, why are you marching? They're supposed to be marching against you, dude. And he said, but why are you bothering me? I'm marching. Because, I can't just die because there was this incident. And that's what I was asking.
But he's also quite an easy target. I mean, even now, the
But
silence...
how is he an easy target? I mean, he didn't go and expose his shenanigans. He did it all by
I think
himself.
so, because I think, how life keeps evolving and
Yeah.
power, I think his power was already kind of coming down.
Yeah.
So what's interesting now is, what are we going to do with Mr. Mkari? How do we feel about it as a society?
Yeah.
What happens when a powerful man is in that situation?
Yeah.
Does he go to jail?
But
And
maybe the first
what's
thing
the
is
way
he should
forward?
just said sorry to start with. Sorry to even his own listeners. To open himself up to say, I'm not perfect. I've erred, right? And I need help. And I think those three, as they say, there's a song I think by Elton John that says, sorry seems to be the hardest word.
So, okay,
Just
so it
sorry
can be-
to
okay.
start with, because we can't deal with a lot if you are not sorry, if you feel justified, if you can even say to
But
people,
what
leave
about
me
the
alone.
other guy, Wasekazi, Mkukwini, who did the same thing but is in jail?
Well,
Is
is it a civil matter? Is it a criminal matter? Let's take a break. After the break, I want us to interrogate it, because it seems to me, with cases being withdrawn, it's turned into a civil matter. That, you've come to a police station, but if you can't testify, withdraw the case. Bye-bye. We'll see you next time when you come and report. Let's take a break. After the break, Ntsiki Mazwai tells me more about what she is doing, and also her perspectives on politics. By the way, it's a political show. We often ask people who hardly speak politics to come here, but with her, she speaks politics all the time. Let's take a break.